Welcome to World Crisis YouTube channel. America's global dominance and India's emerging challenges. For over a century, the United States has held its position as the world's leading superpower, often confronting and overpowering nations and industries that challenged its authority. From Japan in World War II to the disintegration of the USSR, and from interventions in Iraq to ongoing pressures on Iran, America's influence has repeatedly reshaped the global order. Today, geopolitical attention is shifting towards Asia, particularly China and India. With India's growing economic and strategic importance, experts believe it is increasingly entering America's focus. Economic power and industrial dominance. Historically, American industrialists have dominated global wealth rankings, with most of the top 10 business leaders belonging to the US. When China's Jack Ma briefly secured the third position, international lobbying pressures reportedly forced him to step back. Observers suggest that similar pressures are now being directed at Indian business leaders, particularly Gautam Adani and Mukesh Ambani. The United States continues to wield immense power through its control of global trade, technology, and media. Analysts argue that whenever an industrialist or a nation challenges this dominance, America deploys vast resources to counter them. India's energy ambition and Adani's role. India's dependence on imported energy has long been viewed as a strategic weakness. Gautam Adani, one of the country's most influential industrialists, has launched India's most ambitious energy initiative, the world's lowest-cost green hydrogen project. The project aims to reduce India's reliance on oil and gas, paving the way for long-term energy security. This move has not been without resistance. Repeated allegations and reports, such as those by Hindenburg Research, have targeted the Adani Group. However, global business media, including CNBC, recently projected Adani as a potential candidate to become the world's second trillionaire, a development that could further intensify scrutiny. The strategic importance of India. With campaigns like Atmanirbhar Bharat and Make in India, India is positioning itself as a global manufacturing hub. As the world's fastest-growing major economy and home to nearly 20% of the global population, India's rise could disrupt the existing balance of power. Analysts warn that if India achieves self-reliance in the coming decades, it could challenge not only the United States but also Europe, China, and the Middle East. A stronger Indian rupee against the US dollar could shift the global economic order. Challenges from within and abroad. India faces not only external challenges but also internal ones. Lobbying, media influence, and political instability have historically affected large-scale projects, such as the stalled Krishna Godavari (KG) Basin Oil and Gas Initiative. Critics argue that foreign powers often exploit internal divisions through media campaigns and political lobbying. Social media platforms, including YouTube, Facebook, Google, and Twitter, are American-owned, giving the US significant influence over global narratives. In contrast, countries like China tightly control information flow, making them less vulnerable to external propaganda. A call for stability. Experts highlight that a nation's strength lies in its industrial base and the government's ability to protect it. Strong and stable governance has allowed India to nurture its industrialists, but foreign pressures and domestic critics remain hurdles. The rise of Indian conglomerates like Adani, Ambani, Tata, and Mahindra reflects India's growing confidence, but also invites stronger resistance from global competitors. Ultimately, analysts suggest that for India to achieve superpower status, its people must remain united, vigilant, and resilient against both external pressures and internal weaknesses. This article is based on a narrative shared online and should be considered as an opinion-based piece rather than verified news reporting. Readers are encouraged to analyze multiple sources before forming conclusions.